There we
Hello.
go.
We were waiting for the little number down there at the bottom to be going to make sure we're recording.
It's been a while. We've forgotten how to do this.
Yes.
And we still don't have our microphones on.
No, we do not.
See you in a minute. Hold on.
You probably can't hear us.
Just paused it.
There's no sense in pausing it. Just go with it. So here we go. Oh, you'll be able to hear us.
Hopefully you can hear us now.
We're just mouths moving.
Woo! I think you have the transmitter. This is the mic. Oh, merciful
You
goodness.
can hear me with or without a microphone. This is for your benefit.
All right. My name is Stacy.
Says it on your apron.
Just says S.
Has an S. My name is Diana, and we make up Bluegrass Blessings shop. So, and YouTube, FlossTube, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
So,
Facebook Live, whatever we try to do.
yes, we realize we haven't been here in a while,
Mhm.
and all we can say is time flies.
Things got away from us.
Yes, April was like,
A blur.
yes, really. Did April even happen?
Because we go from market straight into an event that we do with our county extension office at the Greenbow Lake. It's a handcrafted weekend, and we get everything ready to go over there, and then all of a sudden, poof, here we are, and it's in the middle of May.
Yes. So, here we are. So, we're glad to be back. If you're new to our channel, welcome. If you have faithfully followed us,
I'm so sorry. No, we're glad you're here.
glad you're here. So, we wanted to start off with some finishes. Some of these finishes are our finishes. Some of these finishes are some things that our customers here in the shop, I call them customers, but they're really friends that have brought in for us and that Stacy has finished or that we have or that they have finished. I hope finished. You would not want me to finish. But Stacy is a really good finisher. So if you are looking for a finisher, she does a really good job.
She has an awful lot of faith in me.
I
But
can't
we
wait till
will
you see it.
show you Little Miss Abigail
Mm-hmm.
first by one of our stitchers, Connie.
And this is an animal cracker by Stacy Nash.
And she finished this one herself, but they're not hard to do, so don't be afraid of that.
They came out at Mark. This one came out at
Yeah.
Market. So
It's a little 4th of July.
that's got a little firecracker
Mhm.
in its hands or its hooves.
This is also by Miss Connie.
He's a showstopper right now here at the shop. So
Out at our front desk, we have a little spinny disc, and he can spin on it.
so
And she did a little bit of embellishment. She used the sparkly thread on it. She knows this one is sideways. She's comfortable with it, so don't send us any messages. She put
it's not to.
She put beads on the garland. She really doctored him up, and he's a cutie.
He really is. And she used the called for fabric on it. And he's Uncle Sam, or I think he's Uncle Sam, or is he Stars and Stripes? He's by Praiseworthy Stitches. It's a really, she's done stackers the past few years for Market and does a fabulous job with the tutorial inside how to put them together. So they're really nice. So here he is.
Yep, on all of his cuteness.
Yes.
Now going with 4th of July.
I have heard a lot of floss tubers talk about these, the patriotic pairs, and we have a really good stitcher who not only stitched them once, but she stitched them twice.
Yeah, this is our copy. She just took hers home.
Stacy finished them.
She brought me the fabric that she wanted to go with them.
So here's the red one.
This is mine are a little overstuffed because I didn't read the instructions. But I didn't want a wimpy pair. I want a chunky pair. But these are cute. And I do think if I were to do it, I would put cinnamon sticks in the top.
Yes.
But I tried to do what the instructions said.
So,
But these are adorable.
but these are the patriotic pairs that everybody keeps talking about.
And she just used fabric out of stash. I don't think she used what was called for.
Yeah, because this is on Ada. So, but it's really cute. This, she also stitched these.
Isn't there one more?
There is. I didn't bring it in.
Okay.
I had my hands full. This is a hands-on design. The patriotic pears, we should say, are by Annie Bees.
Yes,
they were a market release this year.
These are by Hands On Design.
Mhm.
This is called Wrap It Up.
And she's done patriotic, Halloween, Christmas. She's done several of these little wrap it ups.
Right. If you do them, Susie says it really eats up the thread.
Mm-hmm.
But they are really cute too.
They are very cute if you look at the stitching on them.
Mm-hmm.
And Stacy finished these. Susie stitched them.
Yeah, there was nothing to finishing it. Making the pillow was the toughest part, and pillows weren't hard.
She thinks.
This is Susie also stitched this. This is a freebie by Erica Michaels. You can get it online. Little strawberry.
Everybody's been talking about this.
I goofed is what it was, and I made the blue part too small. So this is what we ended up with, trying to hide my mistake.
Very cute. Susie did this on Ada.
Yeah.
So this is an Ada friendly pattern, and it is free.
Susie does like Ada.
Yes. And
this
here
is one other Susie's.
Yes, and this is a Sweet Wing Studio pattern. So very cute.
Hanging.
Yes, goes perfectly.
All right, now we're going to change seasons.
Back of the fabric.
Yeah, she picks really good fabric. I never have trouble trying to come up with something for her. All right. Going to move on to fall.
This is Stacy's finish.
Yeah, these are Lizzie Kate's. Thanksgiving is the only holiday that happens at my house.
She does do Christmas and stuff, but it's when everybody comes over.
This is when my nieces and everybody comes over.
So here's the Mrs. Pilgrim.
And I've got a confession. I sewed on those buttons and thought, that's just silly. So these are hot glued. They'll be fine. It's not like we're wrestling with them, right?
So nice little stand-ups. And these are Lizzie Kate.
I did put a little bit of walnut shells in the bottom
to give them a little bit of
just in case we do wrestle, I guess. I don't know.
Nobody's knocking them over, that's for sure.
All right. And this is also a Susie. What would we do without Susie?
I don't know.
We would have nothing to show because we don't have time to This
I'm slow.
is, I forgot her name. Antique Needleworker. I think this came out at Market.
Actually, I think it came out a little bit before.
Maybe. Susie found the spools on Etsy. It says, have yourself a merry little Christmas. And it rolls up to store, but we display it open.
It's a little darling little spool. And honestly, this spool is not that hard to find. You can find these if in an antique shop or whatever pretty readily. So
yeah, because as long as it is at least that wide, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
And if you leave it open, which is really a spool, you kind of want to leave your stitching open so people can see it.
Just wrap it to store it.
Yeah.
And I think that's all the finishes except for the framing,
which we're going to get to here in a little bit.
Okay.
So now we want to talk about whips. So I don't remember our last do and what we showed and what we didn't show. So
you might get rebounds.
You might. But as you remember, or you might not,
because we don't,
I've been doing my book of days. So I did April. Here's my May. See my little sheet sticker? Because I love sheep. So, and I started a tiny decision wheel. And I've been pretty good with it. I do it every week. Right now I'm doing my spring summer whips, and I have a wheel for my big projects. And I will say I was doing really good, but there's one project that I really want to get finished. So I spun my wheel this past week, and I have that project on my Elon lap stand to do, but I haven't touched it because there's another project that I really want to get done. And my big project, I didn't pull out because there's a Teresa Kogut one that I've been working on. that I don't want to put down. So, but it's
But
all
she
good.
does have a wheel.
But I do have a will, and I have been doing really good and listening to it. So, but before I had some starts, because let's be honest, I'm Diana, and that's how I roll. So, but before I show you my start, I do want to show you another finished project because Stacy,
It's that all fuzzy.
it's wool.
I thought it was like a bug.
It was a bug. I'd be screaming and run. They knocked you over. So, I stitched this. This is a country cottage needlework, and then Stacy finished it into a bag.
It's my first ever project bag like this, so
Cute.
I think it's off a little bit, but she's happy.
She did a great job. So I wanted to show that, and this is what I put my new start in. One of my new starts. And this is Little House Needleworks. It's called Farm Life, and I love this because once upon a time I lived on a farm, and
So this is a start?
yeah.
Oh,
This is a start. I don't know if you were here the day I started
it
it.
must not have been.
I think you were gone that day. And this
Can't
is,
leave you alone a minute.
no, this is Vintage Country Mocha, 32 count. And that's my itty bitty start. I got the barn and the sun.
You gotta have the sunshine.
Yeah. If you don't have Vintage Country Mocha in your stash,
You should.
you should because it is really a staple
It's
fabric because just about anything can go on it and look good. So
kind of call it, some of the people in the yarn world call some workhorse
yes,
yarns. That's a workhorse fabric. It can do just about anything.
yes. And this is what I was talking about, the big project. This is why I didn't do the big project that was spun on my wheel because of this. And it is all Tara Sullivan from Sully Stitch's fault because she showed this. And look at those sheep. I love it. And look at the house and the weeping willows. So I am making mine a little different because I started out working on that border and mercy me, not for me. So I went back and decided I'm not doing that border because it's mine and I don't have to. So, and I've decided I am in Carol Saltbox Stitches. I'm in her School of Counting. But mine is just 1 to 3. So, I've not got to 5 yet. But here is what I've been working on. This is on Seraphim fabric. And I think this is caramel.
See a tag? Maybe it was the other one had a tag.
I don't think this one has a tag. No. But I'm pretty positive this is caramel, and I love it. And I love this project. So that's why I haven't been working on what my wheel spun. So, you want me to keep going?
If you want to.
Okie dokie then.
Definitely got to.
So, this is not going to be the Diane Whip show. The next one I started on after we got back from market. This is a Shepherd's Bush, Into the World. Big house, little sheep. I love it. They had this down there. It was so pretty. And it comes as a kit. So fabric, floss, everything you need is in it. So started it and got quite far on it. And I don't have it on my wheel because I've already worked on it. And I want to work on things that I haven't worked on. But there you can see. It really is a fun stitch. It doesn't, I mean, it's not hard at all.
She's been able to work on it here at the shop,
Yeah.
which is saying something because
It's hard to find things
it's
you can
distracting.
work on here. The next one is I love to have a monochromatic, one color, and you don't have to worry about it. And this one I did spit on the wheel, and it is Spring by Blueberry Ridge. She has different ones. She has Winter. I'm working on Christmas.
Is there a summer one?
She has a Halloween one. She has a summer one.
I'm trying to remember.
Autumn.
That's the one with the bikes on.
Yes, and has the little jellies. See the little jellies stuff. And they're all really cute. But this is how far.
Oh, that's pretty pink.
This is 32 count, and this is a Exude Design color. I want to say it's marbled pointer. So, and it's a Lugana, it's not a linen, but this has been a lot of fun. Yes. I like pink. So the summer one is green, and I'm not much of a green person.
Which one was the blue one?
The blue one was winter.
That was pretty.
Yeah, it was really pretty. The next one was one of my big projects, and I did work on it. That's before I got the Teresa COVID, though. I had to wait a while before I got it. So this is Bluebells and Bluebirds, or Bluebirds and Bluebells. This was a market release 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This was amazing. Stitched. I mean, amazing. This was the year that Let Love Rain came out.
Oh, okay.
And nobody really paid attention to this because everybody was looking at Let Love Rain. And Let Love Rain is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. But this was beautiful.
I want to stitch that one day.
And I have it on an R&R, which is to die for. If you can get a piece of R&R, you have treasure. And find something special to stitch on it. So this is on R&R, and I think it's Winter's Brew.
Not dramatic at all.
And this is how far I am. It's 32 count. So pretty. And I absolutely love it.
How much further this way does it go? Are you almost?
It's halfway.
You're halfway. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a big one.
It is a big one. That's why I said this is about the same size as Let Love Rain.
Yeah, yeah.
As far as size. So, I love it. Of course, it's on 32 count, so it's going to be
Let's see if I
a lap quilt. So, that's okay, though. I say go big or go home. Do you want to show some of yours now?
I'm cruising along. Go ahead. You've only got what, 3 left? 4 left?
Not many.
Okay.
So, if you haven't heard about the big house, this is the big house. And I love it. But my fabric, I don't know. It's
You'll do it.
It's a call for fabric, and I like Grace Notes fabric.
This fabric is gorgeous.
It's beautiful, and this on it is beautiful, but I think it's because it's dark, and my eyes are just...
She gets her new glasses soon.
Yes.
You might have a different story next time.
Yeah.
And telling her for 3 years she needs glasses.
Then I'll know I'm blind when I can't see it then. So this is where I am. I started in the middle of this, like where the house is, because I can't do my normal corner start because the corner is where there are fireworks. So, but yes, but this is hard because the stitches are hard to see, and this is a Lugana. It's an even weave. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
It's in the middle.
Right. Just the bunting is upside down.
Oh, maybe I'm showing it to him upside down. There you go.
There you
showing
go.
it to him upside down. There you go.
She's right here. She just had me confused, and I thought, oh no, she's done something completely upside down. But no,
be the first time. It's all good. We won't talk about Summer Quaker.
We will not. She really, you would cry if we showed it to you. Since this isn't a crying show.
I didn't cry.
She didn't. She was very brave.
I said some words. But this is the pattern that I have ignored my wheel for. I'm so close to a finish that I just want to finish it. I have that finish rage. This is Sampler House 2. I'm sure you can look at it and guess why I love it.
Big house, cheap.
Yes, and I love the trees too.
Yeah, they are cool trees.
And so, Here is how close I am to a finish. Now, you may notice that I messed up. It's not that I messed up. I ran out of the color of the tree.
And you can't wait for the order.
That's right. I'm a shop owner. I should have that color, you say. Yes, I agree, but we didn't have any. So, and I can't wait. I want to be done. So I just used my Genius and put your A, and then Grand Old Flag will go here. And I'm working on imaging that flag on the other side.
Because she doesn't like eagles or birds of any kind.
Yeah. And if you saw the video I sent to the girls the other day about this crazy bird that was chasing this little girl, you'd know why I don't like birds. Bird was psycho. And then my last whip is Primrose Cottage has a new series out. It's all Bible verses, short little Bible verses. And normally I don't like smalls, but I thought these would look cute in a little bowl in the shop, all these done in the monochromatic as pillows. Stacy's so good at pillows. So I started this. And I should say this is on this is on Antique Lace. Or no, it's not. It's on, what's that look like? I don't know what this is on. But it's a seraphim fabric.
It's, and it's pretty.
It's 32 count.
Not antique.
This is antique lace. And it's 32 count linen. And I'm almost finished with it. And I can't show you the pattern because I sold it. That's what shop owners do. So.
You're just going to make up the rest?
I have my working copy. I memorized it. It's all in my head. But I'm going to try to do the other ones on this.
So you're going to do them all pink or all different colors?
No, they're different colors.
Are they?
Yeah. So those are all my whips. Now, I did work on a few other things, but not enough to really show them. So, all right, Stacy, let's see all of your whips.
All right. My son, who is 25.
And I feel like I finished something that we didn't show, but I don't know what it was.
Oh, yes.
I had to finish.
She probably did. Anyway, my son designed his own sampler and asked me to stitch it.
And cool. He's 25.
He'll be 25 Monday. And it's all about his life in his house. And I'm not enjoying stitching.
You shouldn't say that. He might watch this.
He might, but you know, it's just not what I want to stitch. I want to stitch this. This is Anne Perry. And I was really kicking butt on it, and then I had to stop and stitch his. Here's my picture. This is on Fox and Rabbit. Dirt track, dirt road, something like that. Dirt track, I think. Yeah, could be. But anyway, I was really doing well on that and had to put it away. But that's okay.
Did you bring his sampler?
I didn't know if he'd want me to share it or not, so I'll ask before I do it again.
Sounds really cool.
He's a unique character, I have to say. This is something I do just once in a blue moon. I'm working on these Hexie's English paper piecing. We had in our little shopping center here, we had a quilt shop. She recently retired, but she had this little charm pack she gave me. And I thought, what in the world am I going to do? But that's all these cute little things.
Not cute.
And I don't work on this seriously. Just every once in a while, I'll put on 2 or 3. And I might make a project bag out of it. I really don't know how big it'll be whenever I get everything all finished. But it's not hard to do. It's just tedious. And one of the reasons I haven't had the stitchy bug is because I've had this spinning wheel bag.
Stacy, if you did not know, spins. She has
turn yarn into wool.
How many?
Wool into yarn.
How many spinning wheels?
1, 2, 3, 4, and then a big antique makes 5.
It's 5 spinning wheels.
Anyway, it's merino and silk. It's purpley. I don't know if you can tell up there, but it's kind of purpley.
It's a very pretty purpley It's beautiful
This
and
one's
feels so good.
This one's spun a little tight, but anyway,
She's going to make something very pretty out of this.
it's got all those colors. Sometimes, like when I work on a lot of finishes here, by the end of the day, my eyes are just too tired when I go home to stitch. So I can do the spinning wheel without having to like really concentrate. Now, once in a blue moon, I get to stitch here at the shop. And I'm working on, this is a Wild Iris Naps. This is going to be a drum in
Mary Gibson.
Yeah, Mary Gibson drum.
If you've seen Carol Saltbox is working on the whole sampler.
Mm-hmm.
The drum has the two big houses, red houses on it. It's beautiful. We started this for our market start, and she's trying to beat me.
Yeah.
She's going to.
Probably will, but I'm not
I
trying.
kind of ran out of
Steam on that one. And then this is my car project because my life is crazy. And sometimes you just got to have a project on hand. Why is it stuck like that?
Because you don't have stoppers on it.
There we go. Anyway,
A scarf.
it's a scarf. I've done this before. This is just knit all the way. And when you come to the one edge, you increase by one. And I did one in shades of blue, and I use it as a table scarf in the dining room, and it's really cute. And I thought this would be a pretty fall one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something to do because I can't sit still for very long. So if I'm on a 4-hour car ride, or I get called to mom and dad's for some reason and need to sit still, that's what I do. All the rest I have is haul and framing.
All right. Let's talk about haul for a minute.
Talk about haul.
Well, let's talk about plans.
Plans.
So my plan is to finish both of my little one and my
2 focus pieces.
Yes, let's not call them that, or I won't do them. 2 pieces, and then I'll go back to my wheel. I do plan on adding an autumn and fall, probably Halloween wheel, probably a sampler wheel, because I will miss my samplers. Probably need to add a Christmas wheel.
Maybe you should just have a haul it. Why you don't like to stitch out of season?
Mm-mm. So I'll probably be adding some different wheels to my tiny decision wheel. And
it's becoming a big decision wheel, not a tiny decision wheel.
And I decided not to add new starts because when I want a new start, I want to pick that. But I will show you, and this goes along with my haul, what my new start I think is going to be next. Oh, and I want to show this. This is kind of cool. My good friend Amy won a giveaway from a floss tuber, and she entered the giveaway just for me because this was the prize. It is a project bag, but it has sheep on it.
It's the way the light's showing. I'm not sure you can see it, but right there's a little sheep.
There's
a little sheep.
And it's got little piggies on it too.
Piggies and cows.
Yes. So, thank you, Amy. I love it. So, that, I just wanted to do a shout out to my Amy for that because I really love her and I appreciate her for that.
She's off on a retreat.
Yes. I was supposed to be at, but I'm not.
Ooh, that's going to be your new start?
I believe this is going to be my new start. I've been waiting on this to
Bet you can't guess. It may or may not have a big house.
It doesn't have sheep, though.
It does not have sheep. And what are you going to do about that eagle?
We're going to take him off. So, this, I think, is going to be my next one because I really loved this at market.
Yeah, when we saw this at market, this was kind of, it made you just stop and stare for a moment. It's really pretty.
It's stunning. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get it at market. I waited till afterwards and we sold all our copies. And
she cried.
And I was like, some more. Who bought my copy? And Stacy was like, well, you should have got it while I was here. And I was like, I was doing the mature thing.
Trying to be responsible.
So I've got it kitted. I've got the floss. I've chosen my fabric. So I will probably
there's some flosses.
start it. And then I picked out This is a,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I do.
tabby cat.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tabby cat. It is a 32 count and linen, and it is Let Them Eat Cake. Who wouldn't want a fabric called Let Them Eat Cake?
Everyone needs cake.
And if you've not tried tabby cat fabric, it is wonderful.
Feels really nice.
I've not stitched on it yet,
You can tell.
but I can tell. And I can't wait to stitch on it. I've had Lakeside. This feels a whole lot like Lakeside. So I can't wait to stitch on it. So just saying.
I believe you haven't started it.
No, I'm being good. I want to finish
She is being mature.
I want to finish that one. Although if it keeps giving me problems.
Yeah, she broke that up a little bit today.
I did. Because I have a goblin.
Yes, we have a goblin loose in the shop.
It was at my house. It's followed me here. So
Yes, it's a thread goblin. It takes your threads and runs.
yes, I had a thread and I thought I put it in my bag. And it's not in my bag and it wasn't here today, so the goblins followed me here, so
That'll show up somewhere.
took her rick rack yesterday. It did. So that is
Had to
my
think that.
so let's talk about your plans and your haul.
My plans. I really want to work on Ann Perry. And then I have organized, I don't have a lot of project bags, but I have filled the project bags I have and I've put them in a basket and they're kind of like, this is what I want to do the most. Believe me, I have a filing cabinet full of patterns. But these are the ones that are speaking to me next. I think Teresa Kogut is the next one in there. I want to finish what's in here. I want to get James's finished. It won't be too much longer, and I'll want to work on the Christmas that I started. Oh, Little House. Little House, what was it?
It was Little House, the caroling one.
Yes, that has the caroling. I didn't get very far on it last Christmas season. I don't know, something weird was going on or something. Who knows? But that red is so pretty, it calls to me. I have I have a lot of them that are calling to me.
I don't know how that feels.
She just does it.
I have a wheel that tells me what's calling to me.
So anyway,
But she got to go on vacation.
I did, and it turned into be a wool and yarn crawl, and it kind of was expensive, but it's okay.
It was fun.
Yes, this is one of the wools I've got. I think that's going to spin up so pretty. When you spin your own, you can control where the color is, kind of like fussy cutting. So I don't know what I'll make with this.
Tell him what James said.
My son wanted to get me something for Mother's Day. So I sent him a picture of this and said, you can order me another one of those. He said, no, that looks like someone ate jelly beans and threw them up. He is for sale now. If you
He's very prolific in his language.
he's
very descriptive.
This is by Greenwood. I've had their fibers before and they are very nice.
This feels so good because it's got silk and cashmere.
Yeah, silk and cashmere.
This is going to make such pretty yarn.
Yeah, the problem with spinning your own, you don't know how much you're going to come up with, so you can't really or I'm not at this level yet where I can plan. It's like I can look at this and think, oh, that's gorgeous. What am I going to do with it? Well, I don't know if I'll have enough to do anything. It might just be spun and be pretty.
Well, now they have that Sophie scarf that only takes like one skein. So
this is called Prime Alpaca.
And it feels so good too.
I saw this at the spinnery down at the Smoky Mountains, and they had a scarf woven. I also have a rigid head loom that I haven't got to work on for years, or it seems like years. But so I bought 2 big chunks of this.
She's gonna weave
because
she's very good at it.
The scarf was just so delicate and so beautiful, and it was so basic. It's just a simple weave with a cute little twists in the ends, and it was just gorgeous. So. You know how you are when you're on vacation, you just believe you can do anything. Then I bought these. I did not know like needles was not pronounced like. She said it was leek, that it's Scandinavian. I don't know. But these are short, because my conundrum is sleeves. Running out of room. I don't. So I need something smaller. So I'm going to try these on a sweater. But that was my bought myself a Mother's Day splurge present. And I did buy a drop spindle.
This you didn't show me.
Because it was down the bottom bag. I just noticed it. I'm going to learn how to use a drop spindle. Thousands of years ago, this is how fabric was made. And about a year, they think about a year, the year 1000, somebody in India turned it this way and attached it to the walking wheel to make it more efficient. So if cavemen can do this, I can do this. I just can't do this. And I'm going to learn how to do this. But this one, I have one or two other drop spindles. This one is lighter. I'm going to see if that makes a difference. It's probably just me being impatient. But that's all the haul.
Okay. All right. Oh, we're going to do a giveaway. Okay. We're going to talk about framing here for a minute because I've seen on a lot of groups that a lot of people are talking and discussing about framing. We frame here, but we want to discuss a little bit about framing. And I'm going to let Stacy start because I'm going to go grab our giveaway while she's talking about framing.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay?
All right. I totally get framing yourself because everything is expensive right now. But if you are going to frame, do it right. If you need to buy a store-bought frame, and your piece doesn't exactly fit, there are things that you can do. This is one that Diana did years and years and years ago before we ever met. She had it framed herself. It was a little bit crooked. It didn't really fit. So today I straightened it out, made it a little more into the frame, and I added ribbons on the side because this frame, no matter what I do, it's not going to fit in this frame, but this is the frame she wanted to use. So you can add things. I have one out there from years ago. Has like a piece of lace down the side. You can put decorative things down one side, and even like at the bottom, you can add buttons and ribbons. She doesn't like glass anyway, but that's just like to make a standard frame fit something that isn't standard, and you find that a lot in cross stitch that is not going to fit in a standard frame. But just do try to keep it as close. If you need to drop it a little bit at the bottom, let me find one. I'll bring this one back up. Like if this did not fit this way and this way, it's better to have more space at the top than it is at the bottom. But ideally, you want the same measurement all the way around. But this is better than it sitting in a box under your bed not being enjoyed.
Absolutely.
And it's still gorgeous. And if you're happy with it, it's your art, do it your way.
Exactly. You know, when I framed that, it was before I knew anything about framing. You know, that was stuck on sticky board, I believe.
It was horrible. You should have seen it.
I mean, so that was way before I knew about, and you're talking to somebody who I'm a retired librarian. I know about preservation and stuff. I never thought about preserving this.
This is also hiding Kool-Aid stains.
Told you it was wine.
It might be Kool-Aid stains. There's a little stain here. So, see, things aren't ruined. We have people come in and bring things in, and they're panicking. Oh, this is so crooked. We've got one lady, her fabric goes like this, and she just left a little bit, and we showed her how to make a few changes to the pattern. We can salvage it.
Yes.
Just calm down. It's all good.
But, you know, it was worth your time. Mm-hmm. It was worth your stitching. So it's worth being out where people can see it. And right. At least you can see it and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. So like with that, it doesn't bother me that it looked crooked. Mm-hmm. It bothered me now that my eye automatically sees straight. Thank you, Paula from Craft Gallery. Because now every time I look at something, I see whether it's straight or not. Mm-hmm. But it's for your enjoyment and everything. So, you know, like she said, I don't get glass on my pieces. Most of my pieces live in the shop because that's why I stitch is to bring them in here. And for the most part, the shop is, if it's dusty, I'm not worried about it. And but some people like glass, and I understand that. And, you know, I think that that's a personal preference. So,
It is. There is a big debate, glass, no glass. I've
there
taken some
is.
apart that's 200 years old. They've been behind glass, and if they weren't, they may not have continued to be there because they were still damaged being behind glass.
Yeah. Sometimes, glass, if you put it in sun, can make the fading and stuff worse if it's just regular glass. That's why I always recommend if you do get glass and you're going to put it in a very sunny spot in your home, that you do get at least the UV protectant glass.
In our shop,
So,
we carry two grades of glass. One is like a conservation glass, an economical conservation glass, and
mhm.
then we do have a lesser quality glass. And I've got both hanging in my house.
Yeah.
So
But we wanted to show you
we
some of the framing that we've done because,
did.
if nothing else, these are beautiful things that you need to see because they are gorgeous.
One of our customers, Kathy, inherited this and finished it.
Yes, and this is, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to think of the name of it, but
They're on Etsy, I
it's
believe.
on Etsy. Northern Lights, I
Mm,
believe, is
okay.
one of the places, but the one she got this one from is a different one.
Mhm.
But they're on Etsy. But the cool thing about this is one row is cross stitch, the next row is specialty stitches. You can also get it the other way where it's all cross stitch. She now has one that she's gonna do in
It's a Christmas
Christmas
Yeah.
colors, which will be real pretty. It's all DMC.
Mhm.
So, and the cool thing about this is you could hang it this way and you
Right.
could hang it vertically too.
Right. I mean, when she asked me to frame it, she was in Florida,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't put the hanger on the back because I don't know which way she wants to hang it.
Yeah, because you could hang it either way.
Yeah. So it's been gracing our shop and sharing its beauty with us.
Yes, it's so pretty.
She's back from Florida now, but we still haven't given it to her.
This one has no glass. This is from one of our friends, Christy.
Mhm.
And as you can see, even without the glass, it's still beautiful.
Right.
And this one was a tough one to frame because you have no
points of reference.
no points
really.
of reference to get your quarter margins and stuff.
Right.
But so pretty.
And right here, and the rest was guesswork.
Yeah, and it's so pretty.
If you are framing at home and you've got it all pinned and you're not sure about it, set it down for a day or two,
mhm.
walk past it. If it bugs you, fix it.
Yeah, and that was another Etsy artist that Fox was. They now have an acorn one that you can do, the Quaker one.
Acorn.
I thought she said acorn.
Or is it a squirrel or a rabbit? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, this is a big old one.
This is a big one that we just finished for one of our stitchers, Mark. And this is Tree of Life.
I forgot the designer.
Something goat.
If you really want to know, send us a message and we'll
Yes,
find out.
we'll find out.
The human is customizable, so that is
Yes.
Mr. Mark up there.
Yes.
But they have male and female characters.
But he did a fabulous job on this.
Yeah, it's very awesome. A lot of back stitching.
Yes.
Oops. Anyways.
So if you have questions about framing,
Mhm.
feel free to message us here at the shop and stuff. We'll be more than happy to answer. We don't even care to cut the boards for you,
Mhm.
just so you'll have a straight board, because that is probably
Key.
yes.
Because I tried to frame one with a crooked foam core. I had cut it crooked, didn't realize it. I wrestled with that thing for 3 days, couldn't figure out why it didn't look right.
Mhm.
It's because it was crooked to
Yes.
begin with. I didn't have a straight line to work on.
So that is really key to it. And we don't care to cut foam core for you. We don't care to do that. So, shop news.
We better hurry here.
So we have some things coming up. Okay.
Ice cream's going to be melted.
It better not be melted. Okay. We have a stitch in July 17th and 18th. That is here at our shop.
A stitch in is when we all get together and stitch all day long and just
laugh and have fun and enjoy each other's company. It's a good fellowship time.
Talk about everybody we know.
Yes.
I'm teasing. I'm not even from here.
People come from out of town, so
Yeah.
we definitely don't talk about people we know because they don't know the people we know. So, but we're doing Friday and Saturday. Friday from 2 to 6 and Saturday 9 to 6. So, it is a $5 registration, but it's because we're shutting the shop down on Friday. Saturday. It's going to be just for our people. That $5 registration, though, comes off any purchases you make.
Right.
So let's say you make a $20 purchase, it'll be $15 because your $5 comes off of that.
Right.
So,
we have more friends than Stitching Room.
yes. We also open up for our retreat, Stitchapalooza, that weekend. We only have 35 stops.
35 spots.
For our Stitchapalooza. So Stitchapalooza is a retreat we do in September.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
18th and 19th.
18th and 19th. It's not here at our shop. It's about a mile and a half down the road at our extension office.
It's a big room, big windows, lots of light, lots of electrical plugs if you need more lights.
We have a farmer's market that takes a place outside. We have a food truck that comes. There's a full kitchen if you need, your own food and everything. Friday of that Stitchapalooza.
Yeah, this is the first year we're doing a 2-day.
Yes.
So on Friday, it's going to be kind of like a study hall thing.
Where we stitch all day.
Right, and there will be a light lunch served by us.
Uh-huh.
Saturday, like she said, the farmer's market. The food trucks are usually great. There's several restaurants around. You'll be on your own. If you want to order in, Giovanni's delivers up there.
Yeah, and we have usually some snacks and stuff. I usually bring in breakfasty stuff and everything. Some of the girls sometimes will bring in brownies, things like that, and things.
Stuff like that.
So, and we'll have a swag bag. On Saturday, we give out the swag bag. The cost is $60 for the retreat. We had an exclusive last year by Praiseworthy Stitches. We're working on exclusive this year.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, we only have 35 spots because we like to keep our retreat small. And the registration opens the weekend of our Stitch In, July 17th and 18th.
If you can't make it to the Stitch In, that's fine. Just call the shop.
Just call.
Yeah.
Call or message. So
there'll be an education piece.
Yes, there'll be an educational piece at Stitchapalooza.
We're working on some games. We'll see.
I want to do some fun games, but she won't let me.
We are going. There's a couple. They're not raffles. What is it?
You
come up here. To the shop. Up here means downriver a little bit. And for every $20 you spend, I'll give you a ticket. You can go back to Stitchapalooza and put it in the drawing for the basket that you want. And
we have 3 baskets we usually give away full of. We have a Christmas themed one, we have a Halloween themed one, and we usually have like a Stitchers themed one.
Right. We're working on something special. We're trying to do something special this year.
Yeah.
This is our 3rd or 4th?
Yes. 4th.
Stitchapalooza. So we're getting better at this.
Yes.
But we want to keep our costs low.
Yes.
We want everyone to be able to come.
And there are hotels and stuff in the area. We have 2 or 3 great state parks within the area, within driving distance that you can come to.
Campgrounds within the distance.
Yes.
If you have an RV or whatever.
Yeah.
The county extension office is handicapped accessible. So it's very easy.
Yeah. So now for our giveaway.
Oh yeah, giveaway.
So this is a Primrose. This is one of their new ones, 1776 to 2026. If you would like to win this pattern, in the comments you need to say
bluegrass.
And we will see you hopefully.
Hopefully it won't be so long.
Yeah.
Her kids are back home from college. I think mine are finally settled down, so it'll be smooth sailing for maybe 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
And then it'll be time for us to gear up for Stitchapalooza. But
so hopefully maybe in 3 weeks we'll be back.
3, 4,
But thank you everybody that supports and watches us. We really appreciate it.
And we'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
You don't have to sign up for the thing. We just want to know that you're out there.
Yeah. Just comment or like.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.